everybody, and welcome to Penelope Possum channel with me, your hostess, Penelope the Possum. It's Spooky Ween. It's time for all the frightening creatures and horrifying things to come out and play. So anyways, we've got hello and happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween. It's spoopy time. Spooky time. Spooky time. We got 2 trick-or-treaters this year. Oh, hi, Toaster. You want to leave? Hold on. There's a cat who wants to leave. Go on. You can leave. That's it. Good girl. Even... Exactly 2. And do not be surprised you guys... I'm not surprised you guys didn't have any trick-or-treaters. You guys live out in the middle of the woods. Anyways, we've got 2 things. A SFM creepypasta, The Copycats, animation done by Cirky. We've had Cirky on the channel before. With, if you're at the Glenview Metro and you have a gun, please shoot me. You didn't even try? As you can see, I'm in a costume. Yep. I mean, kids have never really gone out like that. Like, I would never assume a child would go out into where you guys live to go trick-or-treating, because it's just so far out there. But the neighborhood we live in isn't bad. It's just not the best, I guess. Anyways, we've got Cirky with another SFM creepypasta doing The Copycats. The original story is by Robert Scream. And then we have the Mannequin Tapes by Spring Talk, who we've also had on the channel before. I mean, as I said before, you're out in the woods. It's always spooky out there. And every kid knows you go to the rich neighborhoods to get the good candy. I guess these days they're just only going to the rich neighborhoods to go get candy. Why bother with the loser candy that the cheap houses would buy, right? Put so much effort into my cute little decorations.
Hello.
Oh my god. Right?
Hello.
Nobody remembers when they appeared. Some think they have been here since the beginning of time and space, or at least since the first human existed. Others think they came into existence more recently.
Stay inside.
I personally don't care where they come from, or how they got here.
Stay inside.
I only really care about keeping myself alive. The copycats. That's what we call them. Most of the time they look almost human, trying to copy the appearances of their last victims.
Almost human. Almost human. Are you sure?
I say almost, because they often appear as tall as the streetlights, or have big bulging eyes and smiles with too many teeth. Some of them can speak too, sort of as a way to lure us out. In reality, most of them aren't really talking, just reusing things they hear before their victims die.
Someone help me.
please.
Their mouths never move when they speak,
Creepy.
and they never move an inch when they do. But those who can speak don't sound human. They speak in tongues with deep voices that sound gentle, masking their violent natures, calling out for their victims, asking them to accept their fate, to finally accept death and come to them, the Reapers.
Kids, come out of your room.
They like to live in dark spaces, areas where you can't tell if they're human or not. Basements, alleyways, anywhere with a shadow to conceal them. The feds say to keep every corner in the house, or in my case apartment, bright, and to make sure all doors or windows are locked. Because once they get in, anyone inside will never come back out. I was sure that my apartment was safe, that I could live there forever. Recently, people have been running low on food. They have to risk going outside, opening the doors and letting the monsters in, forced to run through the masses of inhuman faces that flood the streets, growing as restless as we are. I see some of the braver people sometimes. I see them running through the streets, only to be devoured by the copycats who fight over the scraps of the bodies.
Bless me.
It's been weeks now. I'm almost out of food. I'm pretty sure the other people in my apartment building have died, either of starvation or by running into the copycats.
Oh yeah, Toast?
I've noticed that the lights have been
Did
flickering
I
in
make
the apartments, and that the rent
upset?
forms have stopped coming in.
Thank
I
you.
don't know if anyone else is alive. I don't know how long I'm going to last in this
Toaster.
hell. Some people might say I'm the lucky one, surviving this long. Personally,
Please welcome Toaster T Kittafluff to the stream. Hello, Fuzzface. You're very fuzzing. You want to say anything to the greater YouTube audience, Toast? Nope. Just wants to be on lap. And not even that. Come on. Come get some lap, dum-dum. Oh, that's it. Oh, what a good baby. Hi, Toaster. Toaster chat says hi. Toaster is very happy. Oh my goodness. Such a happy kitty. Oh yes. Happiest kitty. Oh my goodness, could not be a happier kitten.
I think it's hell. Watching as people I love die, as the world around me dies, as this new race of monsters climbs its way to the top of the food chain, wiping us out in the process. I'm keeping this
good
journal in case I'm
baby.
not the only one, in case there are others out there who somehow manage to survive against these monsters, in case someone finds me, dead or alive.
The heck?
Stay inside.
I can't do anything but keep the doors locked and keep my neighbor's shotgun at my side, though I doubt the gun will do anything against them. From what I remember from the news, the military tried to use tanks against them, barely making a dent in the copycats' numbers before being consumed by the freaks.
Horrifying. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a creature that could actually withstand a tank blast? That's horrifying. Robert Scream, you've created a kind of horrifying scenario that could not possibly be copied. Also, the reader of this
I
particular...
managed to get into a few apartments and snag some food, but I was almost caught by one of the monsters that got in during the food runs. They know I'm here now.
Oh, Jesus. I know, it's terrifying.
I saw one of my neighbors today, or I guess whatever saw them last. I remember that she was a nice old woman, with kind, caring eyes, and always helped other tenants with groceries. The kind of neighbor who would show up to your door when you first move in with a plate of cookies in hand. Now she was different.
Stay away from me.
Forced to become one of the worst disguises that I've ever seen a copycat use. I ran the other way when I saw her.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking Christ. That's... Okay, so they are ungodly strong, ungodly resilient, and ungodly fast. The human race is fucked, guys. In this scenario, we're fucked. Everybody's fucked. They can't die. They can't slow down. We're fucked. That's the new top race of the world.
I think it's given up now, but I can still hear it shuffling around outside. I'm gonna wait another day before I go back out. It was waiting. It wasn't moving. It wasn't breathing. It was just standing there, waiting for the door to open. How the hell does something stay alive that long? Over 24 hours without a single breath of air. I guess I should count myself lucky that I was able to shut the door. It's angry now. I can hear it screaming. I managed to hide in the bathroom before the sound of
in this particular species war, we'd be totally, completely fucking boned. We have no technology that can hold a candle to them without going for the fucking scorched earth option, in which case everything is fucked. I just wonder why.
shattering wood. It's in the apartment now.
Toaster, how did you get paint in your whiskers?
I managed to sneak out through the window. Luckily, I was high enough to be out of reach from the flood of copycats on the street.
Well, you're
I almost
fucked,
fell
dude.
several times. But I made it back to my apartment without dying.
Stop eating my costume, you little nerd. Fabric is not a part of
The
kitty
food
diet.
started to rot. I was trying to scavenge, sneaking around the hidden in the hallway, and found a couple cans of food. Nothing special, just some loosely screwed shut jars of beans, tomatoes, and peaches. Fueled by hunger, I opened one and was immediately hit by the smell. It was horrible, like the smell of an egg after being microwaved until it was burned.
Ugh.
I don't know how long I can keep this up. I'm all out of food. The hallways aren't safe, and it's not like I'd risk going through the window again. All I can do now is wait to die from either the copycats or starvation.
Damn. At that point, you gotta hope for the copycats to get you, because starving to death is kind of fucked.
Since I'm probably gonna die here, I think it might be helpful to make a list of as many copycats as I can. How they look, how they act, stuff like that. First off are the hidden. If you remember the neighbor I ran into earlier, they're like that. Barely humanoid figures that hide in the shadows to distract from their appearance.
Can someone help me?
Imitating loud noises drag out those who it's hunting. They are usually extremely disfigured, most of them having a permanent smile on their face, in stands that hides from 6 feet all the way up to 10 feet tall. They can put themselves into some sort of self-induced hibernation of sorts, where their bodies cease any and all activity. This can last for an undetermined amount of time. The longest I've seen this happen for was a day. I think that they do this to trick their prey out of hiding. Next are the muttering. They look almost the same as the hidden, albeit smaller, only growing to around 7 feet max. They have
So they're closer to normal human
noticeably less
size.
disfiguration, especially around their mouth, and don't hide in the shadows as much as the hiddens do. Instead, they usually stand motionless, constantly repeating the words of their victims, waiting for someone to see them. If you see something standing and talking like this, and can't tell if it's a person or not, listen to what they are saying. Most of the time, a muttering's voice will change depending on what it's saying, or screaming. Common things said by mutterings are,
Help me.
Please. Don't hurt me. Stay away from me.
or they will just stand there and scream for around 20 to 30 minutes.
Jesus. What are they?
The third kind are what I like to call stalkers. They're some of the most dangerous of the copycats. They grow to around 6 feet
What the
tall
frick?
and can go weeks without eating. They
What
hide behind
is that?
doors, completely still and motionless, and strike the moment the door opens. They don't have legs and walk around on their hands when they need to. If you think you might be trapped by a stalker, I recommend finding anything long and sharp. It might take a few tries, but you should try to stab through the door until you hear it shriek. They normally run away after that. I'm getting tired. I might write some more in the morning.
I think dude's cooked.
One of them got in again. I think it crawled in from the window. I haven't seen anything like this. It's tall.
Oh
It
my
has to crawl to be able to fit in the apartment.
god.
Not much bigger than the one disguised as my neighbor. It's talking, too. Not random snippets or sentences, but full-fledged statements. I heard about these in the earlier days, mostly rumors, short stories writing about them. I thought they were fake, publicity stunts by people trying to become famous. But this is real. A behemoth of a monster staring me in the face. I can just barely make out some of its words.
Why did you wait here? What is it that fuels you? We have been watching you all this time. We have been keeping track of every move. You will never escape. This is your prison. These halls are your cell. At any moment, any split second, we could destroy you. The instant you stop being of interest to us. So every second, you better be moving, because the second you stop is the second that the boss you engrave in the little book. You so desperately scribble in. Stop.
And with those words, it left. It didn't attack. It didn't kill me. It crawled right back out of the window. I don't know how much time I have left, but I think I should focus less on writing all this down and more on finding out how to get out of here.
Out of where? What the absolute beans are you going on about, broski? Where are you gonna go? From the way it sounds to me, the whole earth is completely boned. Where is he gonna go? Mars? Freaking H. Mannequin tapes. Ooh. Yeah, where would you go? Where is safe? Where is safe at that point? Maybe underground or underwater? Even that I feel like wouldn't be safe. Holy shit. Wow, straight into the eye. Oh, wow. Distress call. Straight into the action. Love it. Okay.
Mr. on High Command, the Ironbrook facility has been compromised. Repeat, the Ironbrook facility has been compromised. Anomalies have reached containment and are spreading rapidly throughout the facility. All personnel have been infected by touch and are turning into more anomalies soon afterwards. I don't have long either. Get fast. Patient. Soon enough they will reach the surface and it'll be it. They won't stop till everyone's like them.
So I guess in this particular continuity, the SCP Foundation is called ART, Anomaly Reconnaissance Team, perhaps? And mannequins seem to be some kind of anomaly where if you get touched by one, you turn into one, as you can see. Seems you have a certain amount of time before it happens, much like a werewolf. As if mannequins weren't creepy enough. They've got, like, horrible Uncanny Valley vibes. Oh, also, I got some fabrics. Anomaly Research Task Force. I was close. Reconnaissance Research. Both would make sense.
001 has been reached. Evacuate immediately. Unit 001 has been reached.
Oh dear. That is not good. This is another what the fuck do you do situation. I remember them saying that if they breached the surface, we were pretty much screwed. Casey's footage. So we got two different end of the world scenarios in one video. Isn't that fascinating?
Giant Casey. We're just gonna go do some spinning. Let's go.
Spinning? Oh, they're a bunch of college-age kids or something. Probably bored to all fuck.
I want to Genesis or that. You think you're such a pussy, bro? No?
I mean, it looks fun. Would have loved to play on a place like this when I was a kid. Oh, the mannequins! Yay, fun!
Nah, bro, that's getting weird. I know, let's get it.
Did y'all hear that giggling? I heard giggling. No. 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 Well, Casey and friends, you're completely f***ing boned. Sorry, man. Yet another hopeless scenario. Oh, it's getting worse. Cool.
Police
Yes.
have issued an emergency declaration under the Public Safety Preservation Act due to an ongoing incident in Iron Brook. Authorities are attending to an outbreak of anomalies that are mannequin-like in appearance spreading across the town.
Casey lives!
The PSPA was declared at 8:30 p.m. with the exclusion zone bordering around the entire Iron Brook area. Members of the public are strongly advised to avoid this area, and those within the exclusion zone are asked to remain indoors until further notice.
You got a little whisker on your chin, Toaster. How'd that happen? How'd you get a whisker there? How'd you get a whisker down there? How'd you get all this butt on your butt? Stop trying to destroy my costume.
Back, regard.
I mean, it says they're mannequin-like in appearance. Like, how tough are they? At that point, I'd be more curious than scared, because I'd want to test, like, how durable they are. The funny thing I think about these mannequins is they're all masculine. We've seen no feminine ones. Casey's still alive.
Wait, there's more of them out there.
Wait, are we in Australia or something? Damn, that's creepy. Evacuation strongly advised.
Emergency alert issued for this region. Evacuation is strongly advised for any remaining residents. Repeat. Evacuation is strongly advised for any remaining residents.
Get to the...
Hey, do not eat the internet wire. Gosh darn it. Camera's fucking up a bit. It's never a good sign. The mannequins seem to have, like, some kind of power to fuck with technology and recording devices. Also, I think one of them armed themselves with a cricket bat. Very Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, it's time to fucking hit bricks, man. Yeah, fuck the camera. Oh, but does that mean... Oh no, we're not gonna know what happens to Casey and his friends.
Angel 2-1 to ART command. Be advised, I'm crossing over Ironbrook suburbs now. I've got no visual on survivors. Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. The streets are full of those things. Angel 2-1 to ART command. I've got possible survivors on Friendly Road trying to set me with a flashlight.
Oh, thank God.
Survivors confined on Friendly Road. Looks like 3 young girls. Rescue operation underway.
3? There were 4. No, there was 4. Oh no. It's almost midnight. I know it is Australia. I freaking knew it. It's Australia. Hey! Be nice, you little idiots. I see you there. Here's a new guy grabbing another cricket bat. Wow, what an Australian looking house. What's that? A picture of emus. Not one but two different looking like Crocodile Dundee hats. That weird backpack thing, the cricket bat. I can only imagine the amount of money it cost for all these mannequins and set pieces. I don't know much about filmmaking in Australia. But I imagine it's very expensive, much like in America. It's so funny because he's freaking out and it's just, you don't see him move ever, I think. This looks like a young adult, maybe a late teenager. No, it's not Casey or his friends. But that was a good ending for the previous thing, I think. Dude, just run them over with your car. How durable could they actually be? That one's wearing a beanie like his. And it broke his window. Okay, so it broke his window. That doesn't mean anything really though, does it? Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, wow, that's horrifying, but also a really good effect. Creepy.
We interrupt your regular programming to bring you breaking news from Australia. Authorities have failed to contain an outbreak of seemingly sentient mannequins that have congregated in the small town of Ironbrook. The population loss has led to a decision between the Australian government and Anomaly Research Task Force to mobilise airstrikes to prevent the spread of these mannequins.
What about the Australian people? Well, hopefully this goes better than the war on the emus. The real question is, can they swim or float anywhere else? Are they stuck in Australia? That is the question I have now. Are they confined to Australia? Because if so, no hate to Australia, but like, gather all your Australians, put them in Belgium for a little while, and just, like, Australia is incredibly flammable. Much like California, a lot of it's dry brush and trees and whatnot. Anyways, that'll be it for tonight, I think. Hopefully they'll stay down under. Yeah, I'm just curious, like, how durable are these things? You see these people carrying cricket bats. So I'm assuming they're about as durable as either a human or a mannequin. Because either way, you can bash one pretty good with a bat of any type, really. The wide, broad shape of a cricket bat's good for, like, a good thwap. It's like hitting somebody with a paddle. Like a boat paddle or something. And then, like, clearly people are under the impression that those will do something. Yes, you guys have awesome possum nights. Have a happy Halloween. It's hard to get a firearm in Australia, surprisingly. Is it surprising? Is it really surprising? It's not impossible, but it is difficult. Anyways, it seems they got a better result of the living mannequin war than the war against the emus. So that's good, at least. Anyways, guys, have an awesome possum night. As always, please remember to stay out of car engine compartments. Stay out of traffic. It is to you because everything wants to kill you there, even bugs. Yeah, but that's just Australia, mate. They are truly built different down there, I promise you. They can handle it. But yes, there's nothing in or around Australia that doesn't want you dead. The land wants you dead. The plants want you dead. The air usually wants you dead. Yes, you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining me. Have a happy Halloween. Stay safe. Check your candy if you got any. Drink responsibly if you're old enough. Don't accept drinks from strangers if you're old enough to be at a party where drinks are provided. And stay awesome, possums. I love you all.